It's Monday, May 29th, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Dragon Sword. A couple of things I'm going to talk about real quick. First one, this is, no, that side? Never mind. I was going to turn on another light, but I don't need the light over here. I needed the light over here. So, it's alright. I skipped class on Friday. I was working on something, have been working on something. Yeah, I have soft launched it. It's channel15radio.com. This is a new effort. It has lots of moving parts and lots of good things that could come from it. I'm hopeful. Part of what I'm doing is a radio drama using the sci-fi story that I've written, The Ambassador. It's almost ready. I said soft launch. We're gonna go. I'm gonna push it in the next couple of days. It will be fully ready to go. We have a couple of pieces. Again, there's lots of moving parts. A couple of pieces that aren't quite ready yet. A couple more things that I'm going to work on today. Another piece that is in the works that is going to be absolutely amazing. Welcome to the new universe here, right? Let's get started. I talk about this for a reason. Okay, so besides the commercial shameless self-promotion that I'm doing and will be doing, it's going to happen. All right, I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to try and move it out of this session. But the reason, again, beyond that I decided to go ahead and talk about it is that I'm late this morning. I skipped class on Friday. I did skip class on Friday. Short class on Thursday. And I skipped out all last week. I did. What I did, what I was doing, was a graphic that is up on the website now for the show. Well, it's a nice graphic. It's a very nice graphic. It's a really very nice graphic. I'm really pleased with what I was able to do with the AI and with my own skills in Photoshop and being able to manipulate the images that I was able to create and or find and or cobble together. It's not bad. I'm gonna take I take that back. It's better than not bad. It's way better than not bad. You'll like it. You'll like it. Again, it takes a while. It's not all of a sudden I can just, it took me considerable effort to get all the pieces and then put them together. It wasn't I just could have this one and this and that. No. I had to create quite a bit and then be able to put it together. And that process, it took me a while. It did. It's important to me for a number of reasons. One, that this is probably the only way the story gets published. And I'm not going to say it that way. I don't like saying it that way. I'm going to say this a different way. When I talk about the story getting published, it's this, let's create this whole new universe kind of thing. And that's the process that I'm talking about. So visually, artistically, I need to create that visual presentation. I've got the story that's written. right? And so now bringing that vision that I have from the story into something that other people can look at. That's what I just did. That's what I just did. It took me longer than I thought, all right? That process took a lot of my chi, my skills, pretty much everything that I know how to do went into that. Understanding how to represent the characters, what I was trying to do, that's part of that vision for what this new world could look like. And that has to come from me. Otherwise, it's somebody else's vision, right? If it doesn't come from me, it's theirs. So it's mine. It is. All right, and I talk about all right, that is the only way. That's why I said the only way the story gets published, the only way the story gets told, the only way the characters come alive is if I'm participating in that. Visually, audio, I've got it. There's got to be my participation somewhere in there. That's what I've been doing, and that has been both an opportunity for me to learn a lot more, an education for me. It's also taken me away from practice. Well, I'm back now. I can't just start where I was a week and a half ago. I can't. I tried. It ain't gonna happen. Alright? So, I could have not talked about any of this. I could have gone ahead with, here's the lesson, and that's all there is. That's not what I've been teaching. I've been teaching how to practice. This is how to practice. Okay? I got something else that I needed to do. I had something else that I wanted to do. I had something else that was incredibly time consuming. I spent a lot of time on that drawing. And I'm not complaining about it. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Alright? So, if I get up and give a performance and I get a first place medal, everybody else is happy with the way it turned out. Maybe I'm not. I could be. I don't know. I get up and give a performance and I get some applause and I think about what I did, and I have a couple of teachers that are friends, and I have a couple of people that look at me and go, hey, yeah, you nailed it. I'm happy. Alright, that sense of workmanship, Kung Fu, is what I'm teaching. Alright? So, feet about shoulder width apart, basic stretch, bend the knees, open the arms, wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, hands circle to the front, and back around to both sides, up along the center line, and stretch out. And again. One more time. Fingertips reach up. Elbows drop down. Wrists, hands return to your sides. Alright, now, leg stretch. Nice and easy, not too low, just it actually stay pretty high. Alright, and start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and left. Other side. I'm going to talk about this in a minute. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and come on up. Alright. Notice that I wasn't very low, alright? And I'm taking it really easy. This is I'm thinking how to say this. For the last, give or take 2 weeks, my exercise was here. Click, click. My discipline was to sit in the chair. Sit in the chair and look at the screens. Okay? I gotta build stuff. Sit in the chair and look at the screens. I didn't get up, I wasn't working out. I sat in the chair and I looked at the screens. My body is used to sitting in the chair and having me look at the screens. I'm not used to doing those big movements that I was doing 2 weeks ago, right? Everything is right here. That difference, right, is what I need to work through. And sure, I could open that up, and I'm going to open it up a little bit in just a minute. I could open that right up and do something and potentially hurt myself. Yeah. My body's not used to that. Not. Getting up and doing something that you're accustomed to doing on a very regular basis, as in every day, pretty much, versus not doing whatever that is, and then restarting it. If you're in your 20s, yeah, it's no problem. Just get up and go. I could do that in my 20s. I'm not my 20s anymore. I'm not. Alright? So, I need to be nice to my body so that as I bring back, because it's not going to take very long. It's really not. If I'd been absent for a couple of months, it would take longer, right? No practice for a couple of months, that would take longer. It does. For a couple of weeks, not so much. So, a day or two. Alright. Basic sword technique. Slice, this is at figure 8, and we're going to slice down in a horse stance. Alright? Not too low. Turn, down, and turn. Turn the wrist so that the sword goes down. Down through the center. Turn the wrist. Extend the arm. Extend the arm. It's harder. Yes, it is. Use the tip of the blade. Down. Yes, I know I did. And down. And I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stop. Alright, that I did. I talked to you. Right? No. Yes. Here. Turn it over to here. So we're slicing down both times. This is, turn it over. No. I'm not gonna work that today, but I'll probably do it tomorrow. As we start the dragon sword form. All right. We have standard. Yes, we're going to review a little bit. We're going to have a standard salute. Okay. Opening. We have the same opening for Wudang Tai Chi, Wudang Tai Chi sword to here. Turn, slice, up and down. Alright, I'm going to do that again a little bit slower. Paying attention to, and if you notice in my movements right now, there's a lot of work going on in my forearm and my wrist. Not as much through the whole body. It's there, but it's harder to see. Right? And there is a little bit more that I should add to that physical movement. So I'm going to slow it down. Salute. Open. Yeah, no, I'm not even trying to go, here we are. Angle 1, 2, 3. Come across, around, up, and down. Turn around. Slice up. That continuity and being able to recall what's next, what am I doing here, right? There are any number of opportunities for me to have made mistakes, lots of them. And this morning, I'm not paying attention to that. I'm not. My goal is to be here, do something, seriously, practice, right? Do something. And begin the step-by-step process to get back to where I was 2 weeks ago. It's not gonna, again, not gonna take long. Just a couple of days, really. That understanding and that recognition, it's class today, all right? If we don't pay attention to what our body needs in practice, we can't keep practicing. We can't. And then I'm going to step over here because I go this way first. All right? From the beginning. The turning and twisting, the dynamic and the form. I'm moving much more quietly this morning. I am. that ease through the first part, and I'll work on the second part tomorrow. That ease of movement is most definitely something that we want to have available, that we want to cultivate. If we're struggling with, and I go through this myself, if we're struggling with the next movement, what comes next, if the body's not quite connected, then, what am I doing now? Right? That process is something we also have to go through. We have to learn it. There's no other way to do it. At some point, though, that smooth connection all the way through, that we're moving in harmony with what the form gives us, that we are not stopping, that we have that sense of connection and continuity all the way through. 2 more times. I'm going to start facing this way, and I'm going to turn around and go the other way. Salute. Open. Nice and easy. Almost effortless, right? All right. There are a couple of things that make all the difference. One is the wrist. The other is knowing and paying attention to the tip of the sword. Where's the blade? And well, you gotta know where the blade is. We look for the tip. Feet together, stand straight. Open. Change hands. All right. That flexibility here and moving through smoothly is something that is absolutely essential. When we can do that, we can start to build up the energy inside, and that is that more dynamic movement. Both of them work together. It's not one or the other. At some point, that energy needs to be brought back into the form. So, how can we practice? What should the form look like? How does whatever we're practicing inform or help us get to what the form should look like? If the movement that we have with strength and energy is not also smooth and complete, the form won't look very good. It won't. And the dynamic can't be there. All of the changes that happen through that smooth movement have to be present. All right, enough of that. I will be back tomorrow, I promise, with more Dragon Sword. We'll work on the next segment, and again, it's only going to take a couple of days to get me back up to where I was. New things, channel15radio.com. Thank you. Appreciate y'all being here.